Well, I'm gonna have a day of swim building today. This may look like a normal jetty until you see where it is. It's on the boat. Just been and robbed it. Well, I say robbed it. It was knackered, broken down old one. It had fallen apart and flooded. I come off of the scaffold it had been built on and was in the bushes. And I've managed to rob a load of scaffolding. I've got a huge bag under here somewhere of various tools, sledgehammers, cutters, saws, everything. Spare scaffold clips, spanners, the lot. Because the swim I want to fish is a bit of a death trap. I made it last year. But the bank's really steep, straight down into deep water, so it needs a little jetty. And this fella is going to be the one. And you all know how much I love building swims. I don't do it just for the sake of it, honestly. I do it where I think the fish are, but I still enjoy it. I think we made a bit of swim building. I suppose you're not up sitting on it. Figurehead. Right, nearly there. See you in a bit. Well, I don't want to jinx things, but so far everything's going incredibly well. Look at that. Got my scaffolds in. Brushed up my scaffolding skills. Quite took some battering in, I tell you. It's still a little bit wobbly. That ground's rock hard on the bottom of the lake. But yeah, I've got 2 goalposts in there. Jetty's on the boat. Now comes the fun part. Trying to get it on that scaffold. This is where I get wet, I reckon. day in the trade. That ain't going nowhere, missus. We are pissed. And there we go. Swim finished. Couple of little steps to get down. Jetty, painted the poles green. Boat on a little loop, ready to go if I need it. Bank sticks drilled in. Totally breathless. Beautiful day. Some lovely snags to fish across in front of. Unbelievably, it's mid-February. I'm in a t-shirt and I am melting. Gorgeous. So let's hope all my hard work will pay off. Well, I'm sure it will at some day, some stage, one day. It's just, will it be today? Certainly all looks a little bit different down there than it did when I got here this morning at first light. Loads better. Right, I think as soon as I am melting and sweating and knackered, it would be rude not to have a cold cider. Cold cider and a lump of cheese. That's my plan. Wait for one of them to just wallop round. I suppose, really, to be fair, all I've shown you is this beautiful new swim I've constructed. But on the flip side, I got this to deal with. That's my actual swim. Which, as you can see, is a bit of a bomb site. There's tools and stuff and hammers and God knows what everywhere. I've got to sort this into some sort of semblance of order and put a house up, but as soon as I've been at it for 7 hours so far today, I'm a little bit knackered. So I'm just going to sit on that green box in the sun and chill and look at this weather. It's just unbelievable. It is just like spring in February. It's lovely. How can they not feed in this? What do you reckon, Madalena? We're going to bag up? She don't care. We've just shared a great big block of cheese. She's happy. But This is as good as you could ever wish for at this time of year. I've got a new jetty. Come on the carps. Well, it's morning time and there's not an awful lot going on in my new swim. Apart from backache. God, I was in pieces last night. But I've managed to get away with the day without any injuries, and sat down for a couple of hours and just seized up. I've overdone it with a sledgehammer. Still looking nice out there today. Looking nice down there as well as it goes. Apparently yesterday, I see on the news, broke all records in the UK. I think somewhere in Wales it was 20.5 yesterday, which is mental. It was apparently 19 here. But it don't seem to have done an awful lot for the carp. We're still not seeing anything. I've seen a load of tenks this morning, they were rolling up mad. But nothing carp-like. Today I plan to do absolutely nothing. Take a few painkillers and recover. Get myself fighting fit for holding up a great big fat mirror carp. Although you get lulled into a false sort of sense of spring, don't you, when it's like this. It's only February after all. I don't think this lake's ever done a bite in February. It's all the first time. Well, Maddie's happy. Found herself a little stick. Been rolling in the leaves. And up the end of the point, sleeping in the sunshine. It's a dog's life, isn't it? Not a care in the world. I wasn't going to do any more today on the swim on account of my back, but I've decided to, I got bored, so now I'm building some sort of staircase affair. It's quite steep from the back of the swim, right back there, down to here. So I'm hoping to build another step at level in here, and then level that out where Maddie is, so I can get my bivvy right to the front. That's the long-term plan anyway. Not all going to happen today. I should tell her there's a bone in there, and that's to get the earth out. Do some digging, Maddie. Do some digging. Nope, just going to do some sleeping in the mud. Every time I dig anything, she just curls up, lays it and goes to sleep. Loves a bit of fresh earth, that dog. Oh well, if she ain't going to dig it, I suppose I'm going to have to. Well, what a day it's been today, eh? End of February, third week of February, whatever it is, 20 degrees. I've had my shirt off and everything. It's been absolutely roasting today. Just been sat round, Matt's fishing the back of the island behind me. I've just been sat round there in the sun, shirt off, even had a little nod off in the chair, just a little bit of bo peep. Beautiful. No fishes yet, obviously, otherwise you'd be seeing them. But it looks great. There's been quite a few tench poking their nuts and that out today. It's been quite a lot of activity on the lake. Like I say, not seen any carp yet, but seen a lot of fish activity, the odd bit of fizzing and stuff going on. I'm quite confident for tonight. I think maybe the first night with all the hammering and sawing and constructing, I might have scared them off maybe. I'm sure throughout the day today they love that snag over there, especially in the sun, so I'm sure a few of them will drift me back in. And maybe Friday after dark, they might get their heads down. No, I'm going to. I've got a £1.5, 16, 24 ounce tomahawk steak to cook for. 24 ounce. It is a monster. You beat a man to death with it. It's massive. So that's my tea tonight. But no, it's all looking good, and I can't wait. Just needs to go. Just need to buy it. Normally in February I'd have no confidence fishing a place like this, but in this weather you just got to think, they ain't got a calendar, they just think it's 20 degrees. They must be up and about. They must be. Happy days. Morning. Final morning. And despite the weather being absolutely glorious, it is still February. According to my rods it is anyway. Because they ain't done nothing. Not a thing. Sun's just crested those trees around there. It looks like it's going to be another lovely day. But I've got to go today. It was my last night. I G'd myself up that I was definitely getting one. How could they resist in 20 degrees in February? Still not quite sure why I didn't, but I didn't. Everything's still as I said it last night. But it is nice to be back, even if I'm probably 2 months early. In reality. It's been nice to get back up here and wander about the wilderness, boat about, and do all the stuff. Ate well, drunk well, fish well. Just nobody told the carp that. And now I've got the worst bit, got to load it all up, back in the boat. I'll tack the M25 for 2.5 hours. And I'll be back again next Monday, obviously. And the Monday after. And the Monday after that. Because I love it. Right then, there you go. First trip back to the big pond, a blank. Won't be the last either. I'll see you all next week. Ta-da for now.